out of my desire to serve the society. Life is not just about when you want something. Because I remember when I joined politics and I said I want to go and run for governor. You know, people were looking at, is he running mad or something is wrong? But the point I wanted to make at that time, was to let the young people know that if you are determined and you have genuine intention, there's no way you cannot get to. I had the opportunity to go for something lower. Even at the point when we have cross-carpetings and the rest of them. Everybody that were people that time moved to APC when there were those things. But I insisted. And I waited because I feel I was trying to make a point. And I've made a point for the young people to know that you don't need anybody. You don't need nobody to become whatever you want to become. So out of that determination to serve was the reason why we have my foundation. My foundation, as you all know, we have desire to assist the less privileged, to assist in terms of education, agricultural support, social support, and youth development and community development. Now, while you're asking me a question, somebody just whispers to me. She was the headmistress in the primary school where I attended. My foundation has renovated some classrooms in that school. We have provided borehole which supply the school water and also the community. And also in the school we realized that there was no toilet. We built 7 toilets, water system for the school. And also in area of the health, we have interfered. We have gone around the entire local government in Kwara State with our foundation. We carry out screening, eye screening, provision of treatments, and also those that needed glasses, we gave them. And this thing were done at the palaces of the traditional rulers in all the local government headquarters. In fact, in some cases, we had to do more than 4 locations in some local government because of the demand. In terms of agricultural support, we have empowered some youths. There was some that we gave tricycle to assist them to earn a living. But you see, the point I'm trying to make here is serving is not just about giving to the people. It's not about dashing money or giving material things. What we need most today is mentorship for us to be great. We can all be great. If today I can have that opportunity of sitting down with ministers, there's no governor I want to see in Nigeria today that will take me 2-3 days for me to get an appointment and go into his office. All these are things that we need to impact on our young people so that they can see themselves as potentials. Not just seeing themselves as somebody that had to go and beg somebody or wait for. God created all of us with opportunities. It's just how you use it. That's the issue. And we have partnered with so many other foundations. Just of recent, Mr. Charles was in Abuja with Charles. Of recent, we had a program in Abuja, I think about how many weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago with Shami's Unusual Art Foundation. What they do is they go around prisons, police cells, where people who have been put in behind by unlawfully, we interfere on their behalf and we get them freedom. We have done this in Suleja prison. We have done this in Sarsel in Abuja. So, and now we have our program rollout for Kwara State. But I must tell you guys the gospel truth. I was telling somebody earlier on that politics is not, I'm not interested in politics for now. Because we need to come together and help this country. There are a lot of problems. And it's only us that can solve this problem. Now, let me cite you an example. I want nobody apology with these examples. Of recent, we just had the new Federal Executive Council constituted in Nigeria. Look at that cabinet. How many people that we have there that is below the age of 40? How many people? Charles? No. Now, who know the Minister of Defense? Anybody know Minister of Defense? Minister of Defense, the current one. You guys, you are not even current. Huh? Yeah, the Major General. This man retired, I'm sure, about 40 years ago. Am I right? 40 years ago, do you have Boko Haram? Do we have kidnapping in Nigeria? So tell me, how will this man have idea of how to solve this kind of problem? But it is not their fault, it is our fault, we the young people. Take example of Kwara State, we came out with Otoge and everything. Some people, after the election and everything, I know a lot of people took the credit by saying, we were the one that moved to APC and go and continue. But some of us that stayed behind too, we know what we did. That is why you see whenever we're doing occasion, we're all together. We just feel we needed the change at that time. In politics, there must be strategy. But now, the point I'm trying to make is, all the people that are representing you in Kwara as young people, all your federal legislatures, who is below the age of 50 in Kwara? Do you have any? Who did the struggle? You're the one. But these are points that you people get, you keep missing it. Until the day you realize that the power, the political power lies in your hand. And you can determine who represents you. That is when things will change. There was a man, one young man called me a few days ago. He said he enrolled for civil defense. And I told him the gospel truth about how this thing works. Gentlemen, you know me, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm very frank. I said, come, this thing, see how it works. There are certain slots that will be shared for some people. Your senator, who is representing you, he has a number they will give him. So go to him, go and tell him that you have applied. He said, okay, I've gone to his office severally, he refused to see me. So these are the kind of feedbacks you get. Now, instead of you to complain, you know, I don't join that areas of where people will be complaining, this, that. Why don't you start talking to yourself now and identify among yourself that so time, oh, this is who should represent us, and see what will happen. I'll give kudos to your governor, our governor of Kwara State, president of Razak Abdurrahman. He has done very well by ensuring that a 34-year-old emerged as Speaker of the House. Am I right? Yes. So kudos to him. He has helped out with the young people. But the fact is, or to realize that it is we that can make anybody in the society. That is when we will now begin to develop. That is when we stop going around with CVs. That is when our ideas can work. There are lots of incentives that government gives if you start small business. But I tell you, even when you go and apply, you know, the bottleneck is difficult. So those are the things that I want you guys to think about. The problem today, nobody can solve it. We only can solve it. And we can start now by resolving that. We must unite, first and foremost, as young people. Earlier on, I was shaking hands with the executives of Youth Council. And I asked him a question. What was the question I asked you?
About the national headquarters.
I asked you, I said, which of the functions do you belong to? See, guys, I'm just telling you guys these secrets. Okay, we have media and sorry. This function, division, is what they use against us. Yeah. Because by the time we come together with the young people, we have the population. Just imagine during the presidential election, if we bring just one of us out, and we say, okay, you'll be a presidential candidate, and we all agree. Before you know, we've quitted. But because these elders want to continue to be in power, even though they have expired. If you go to world meetings today, you see leaders. The problem why we have to do any one of them is because there's no option. We can't organize ourselves. Try to get my point very straight. These two parties, they are the same thing. There's no difference. Do you get my point? And you see, maybe after election, they are already in the campaign. This one is moving back. This one. These are just strategy. In fact, sometimes they agree and say, okay, do you remember what happened in Katsina? We had 2 people contesting for the Senate. The elder brother in PDP, the younger brother in APC. That was what happened. And at the end of the day, when the APC won, the other man they come back to APC and he celebrated the That's it. That is Nigeria for you. That's the kind of game we play in this one. So I don't want us as young people, don't be too particular about political party. Just have that mind that you want to serve your people. When the right time comes, God will give you. But don't be saying, I must be PDP, I must be APC. Today, the avenue of Nigeria, I don't believe there is any political party that exists. They are all the same thing. They all have the same issue during primaries. So, where can any of us reach up? They said, they have looked at this country and then we realized that we don't have online doctors. So they now wanted us to partner. Now we're already on it. We're establishing a website where you can go and lay complaint. You register, you have your card, you lay your complaint. They'll tell you, they'll refer you to labs, run tests, you post it, they prescribe medications for you. These are young people thinking. So the world has gone beyond somebody waiting for any government official, any government to provide job. No, the job is not there. That is the reality. So, my message to all of you tonight is, I want us to think outside the box of government. Because government don't even have the job. I was asking for a friend yesterday, they said he just got a job with Kwara Inland. And I asked, how much is the salary? Somebody told me 45,000. In the civil service in Kwara, somebody, how much? Maybe 25,000 naira. But you can't earn a living with that. That's the reality. But there are business, 1,001 business you can do there in this state, and you can be making $1 million naira at the end of the month. For instance, just look at the sector of even pure water production. You mustn't be the producer of this pure water. You can approach those who are producing and become the distributor. There's so many things. Of recent, we started the program we call Farm Connect. Everybody on that platform is not a farmer. Do you know what we do as Farm Connect? We go to the villages. We have our agents who collect directly from farmers who are producing. While we now take to the city, we supply to ShopRite, to all the big malls in the city. Now, today I can tell you that our members, no one is earning less than 200,000 naira monthly. On Farm Connect only. This is just, we just put us together and say, come. So people are producing these products in the villages. Why in the city? This thing is needed. And we put up a platform. I'm just using this opportunity to ginger all of you and let you know that the time to depend on government has gone. We need to think outside the box. Of course, there are jobs that we must apply for, but when those jobs comes out, I can bet you less than 20% get those employments. So the other 80%, where are they going to? And that is why the insecurity, the crime is getting high every day. So please, gentlemen and ladies, this problem in Nigeria is only us that can solve it. And until we make up our mind that we're ready to help the society, this insecurity that we have in this country can never be avoided. Thank you very much.